everybody, thank you for coming back to Pilates with Teresa. Come and join me for the next session. So let's all stand by our mats. Let's stand, just pop this down, stand with your feet hip width distance apart, nice and tall. Think of your spine really lengthening up towards the ceiling. So bring your shoulders up and then melt your shoulders down your back, taking that full breath in through your nose, through your lungs, breathing out through your mouth. Breathing in and out, taking a breath in, and next time you breathe out, gently pull in your TA, your transversus abdominis. Imagine that belt inside of you. Pull it in nice and slowly, gently. Keep it held in there while you're still moving your shoulders. Now the breath in, breathe out, lift the pelvic floor. So you've got your pelvic floor, your TA connected. So aware of your center, aware of your abdominals. Shoulders sliding down your back, taking away any tension, melt them down. Breathing in and out. One more breath in and out. Reach your arms forwards. Let's do 3 skis, so gentle skis. Breathing in and out. Keep those deep abdominals connected while you swing your arms and lift. One more breath in and out. Arms at your sides. Just lean over to your right side, so let the head drop. Breath out and in. Other side. Breath out and in. Just warming up the sides of the body, so let your head go over. Breath out and in. Last one. Breath out and in. Now we're going to roll down to the mat now, so you can do more if you want to. Otherwise, I just want you to drop your head. Soften your knees if your lower back or your hamstrings are tight. If not, keep the legs straight as you roll your spine down. So coming down gently with a flexion in your spine, deep abdominals, still pulling up and in. When you can't go any further, we'll walk forwards, we'll bend our knees and come onto the mat in the rested child's pose position. So we're going to prepare the body, the mind, and we're going to start with the 100. It's going to re-warm you as well. So bring your legs round to the front, and I'm going to give you a variation of the 100 as well. So if you feel that it's too much for you to have your head up, always put it down. If it's too much for your back, you're going to keep your feet down. Otherwise, you're going to have both legs off the floor, your shins will be parallel. And today to count, instead of beating the arms up and down, we're going to take them out and we're going to breathe out. And we're going to push the air in as we breathe in. So that'll be the arms that we're going to do today. So connect your abdominals, sink them down into the ground, and let's start with our breath out. I'm going to stretch the legs as well. So I want you to breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breath out, 2, 3, 4, 5, breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breath out, 2, 3, 4, 5, breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breath out, 2, 3, 4, 5, breath in, 2, 3, 4, 40, breath out, 2, 3, 4, 5, breath in, 2, 3, 4, 50. Carry on with the count. So we're taking our arms over, and then our legs are going away. We're making sure that we're not arching in that lower back. So if you feel that you're starting to arch on your lower back, what I want you to do is send your legs higher up towards the ceiling. And as your arms are going over and behind you, make sure you're not flaring your ribs. If this feels too much for your neck, you're going to put your head down. And think about your breathing. As we extend out, we're going to be breathing out. And as we breathe in, we're going to push that air back into the body. And we're breathing out for a count of 5, extending the legs if you're doing that, and in as you bring them back in. Maybe sending them up towards the ceiling so you've got a bit more of your lower back into the ground. Breathing out as you stretch, flatten your abdominals. Let's do a couple more. And again, keep breathing out as you stretch. Back isn't moving. The only part of the back that's lifted is if you've got your head off the floor. And breathing out and in now. Hug your knees into your chest. Okay, so it wasn't that vigorous pumping up and down, but it's still strengthening and working as well. Just roll from side to side. Roll down. Pop your feet back down onto the floor. So we're going to really open out the hips today. What I want you to do is going to go into the openings. So first of all, we're going to put our feet together and we're going to go into frogs with our openings. So your heels are touching, and when you look at your feet have got like a V in front of you, okay? and you've got a bit more of your lower back in the ground if you need that. Otherwise, you're going to start from neutral spine, that little curve in your lower back. Interlace your fingers, put your hands behind your head and neck, and then from here I want you to sink your abdominals down. Take a breath in, lift your pelvic floor, and then as you breathe out, I want you to stretch your legs out and point your toes and lift your head. And as you breathe in, open out those knees, open out the hips again. So we're going to extend the legs, we're going to breathe out and stretch and point our toes, and our heels are touching, and then we're going to breathe in as we lower. So make sure you get that connection in your inner thighs as well, pelvic floor. So breath out and stretch, point your toes, and in as you float down. Let's add on from here. So this time we're going to extend the legs and hold it lifted. Now you're going to take both legs out and flex your feet without rocking. So make sure your legs aren't rocking. So keep that connection through your center. Now bring those inner thighs together, point your toes, and then lower back down, open out the knees. So we're going to breathe out, we're going to breathe in, we're going to breathe out, we're going to breathe in. Extend, point, open, flex, together and back. So pointing the toes, opening out, flexing your feet, squeezing those inner thighs together, and then lowering back down. Breathing out as you extend, point, open out as you breathe in, flex your feet, breathe out as you pull everything back together, breath in as you lower down. Breathing out, in, out, and in. Sink your abdominals down, opening out, and you flex, squeezing back together, and then rest. Last two, and open, out as you breathe in, flex, push together, bend your knees, lower your head. Last one, push those inner thighs, squeeze them, open out, flex your feet, squeeze your inner thighs, and lower down, hug your knees in. Massage your neck, massage your back, rolling side to side. Well done. So pop your feet back down. We'll do a shoulder bridge with the arms, taking them over the head. So shoulder bridge is going to open out the front of your thighs. It's going to stretch them, the hip flexors. Heels a bit closer in towards you. Knees and feet in line with your hips. It's going to work the back of your legs as well. Have your heels down. If your knees aren't so good at the moment, don't have your heels that close to your sit bone. Find your neutral spine and lift your pelvic floor. Breath in. Breathe out, imprint the spine, articulate, lift the bones off of your back, one at a time, until you come right up into your ski slope position. Now you can either keep your arms down, or now you're going to float them over your head without rocking from side to side. Keep your transverses connected. If you feel you're rocking, bring your arms in first, otherwise leave them behind, and then gently come down from your upper back, everyone, slowly into the middle of your spine. Without swaying, keep your transverses connected. Feel the bones dropping down, slowly visualize them coming all the way down into your tailbone, neutral. Bring your arms back to your sides. And again, imprint and articulate, lifting up, breathing out, floating your arms over if you can. Imagine glasses full to the brim on your knees, keep them still. Option to bring your arms in first or leave them behind as you articulate. Imagine the mat underneath you made of plasticine, so you've got the mould of your spine underneath you. You've got your pelvic floor gently lifting, transverses connected, tailbone down. If your arms are behind, bring them right the way down at the end. Last two, and pushing up. Articulate, bridging up, feel the stretch at the front of your thigh, opening the arms over. Keep your shoulders down, breath in, breathe out. Pelvic floor, transverses connected. Feel the back of your legs as you lower down into the ground. Gently, gently. Tailbone down. So back into your neutral spine. Arms return. Last one. So if you want to keep your arms at the sides for the last one, again, that's your choice. We're seeing if we can be balanced as we lift up. And then the option, keeping the arms behind as you come down. Make sure you don't feel like you're going over to one side as well. So keep that concentration, keep focusing on your center as you breathe out through that journey down. Extra breath in whenever you need it. Feel your tailbone dropping down, neutral, and rest. Hug your knees in again. Okay, so from here now, what I want you to do is put your feet down and roll over onto your side. So rolling over onto the side, and you've got the option to bend your elbow, or if you want your arm extended, if you've got enough support there with the arm like that, do that. We're going to straighten the legs, okay? We're going to go into a bit of a bicycle, so again, opening out the hip here. Just keep that bottom leg down. And then all I want you to do is bring your top leg forwards and then bend the knee. And then I want you to take that leg behind you, extend your leg and then bring it forwards. Bend your knee, take it behind you, extend and bring it forwards. Try not to lift your leg too high, so it shouldn't be higher than your hip. Feel that opening as you take your leg behind, feel that stretch at the front of your thigh and then bring it in front. Bend the knee and then away. Just do 3 more like that. Keep that waist lifted, the one that's near the mat, keep it lifted. Keep your shoulders down, fold the arm if you need that, and reach and bend, take it behind and extend. Okay, so let's take the leg behind straight and then bend and bring it in. Okay, so go behind and in. Going the other way, extend and in. If you're getting confused, then just continue the way that's working for you. You're just going to feel that opening, not too much pressure on the hand that's in front of you. Okay, last 2, extend, behind and reach, bend, behind and reach, and then legs together. Bend your knees in, push up, and then from here, let's go right the way over to the other side. So lying down on the other side, bicycle this side. You're going to have more balance, more flexibility, strength on one side than the other. Lift the waist if it's on the floor at the moment. Get that feeling of space. Top leg, going to bring it forwards, bend the knee, then take it behind you, extend and bring it forwards. Shoulders down, bend that knee, behind and then bring it forwards. So feel that opening, feel the stretch at the front of your thigh, bending the knee, taking it behind you. So opening, keeping that abdominal connection as well. Change direction, so go forwards and bend. So go forwards, push back with a straight leg and bend as you come into the front. Extend and bend. Again, confused with the coordination of this, just keep going whichever way is working for you. Last 2, extend and bend. 1 more, reaching, bend and in, legs together. Okay, so we're going to roll onto our front now, so all the way onto your front. And we're going to do some double leg kicks. Double leg kicks. Let's come up onto our forearms now. Shoulders are down. Tuck that tailbone underneath you. And then from here, we'll go all the way down, just resting down. Pull your abdominals off your thighs. Both of your legs are going to flick towards your glutes, towards you with your heels. So you're going to flick 1, 2, 3, and then extend the legs away. Now let's work into the upper body as well. If you can, take your arms out and bring your hands behind your lower back. Turn your head to the side and then lift your abdominals off the floor. Get that feeling of space. Tuck that tailbone underneath you. Flick your heels to your glutes 3 times. You're going to flick 1, 2, 3. Now as you turn, you're going to lift your head off the floor but look down and then extend away, stretching. Pull your shoulders down, holding onto your hands if you can. You're going to turn your head the other way and flick your heels to your glutes. Now I'm going to add on here. So flick 1, 2, 3. As you stretch now, stretch your arms, stretch your legs, lift your legs off. So working the back of your legs as well. Right, pull those shoulder blades back, pull those shoulders down, and then flick 1, 2, 3, and then stretch and lengthen. Keep that space underneath you. Last 4. 1, 2, 3, and then lengthen. If it's too much with your arms like this, release them, please. Last 3. We're flicking 1, 2, 3, and stretch. Put your shoulders down. I'm pulling your legs. Turn your head the other side. 1, 2, 3, and then lengthen. Keep that hollowing underneath you. Last 1. 1, 2, 3, and stretch. Release your arms, float down. Have your arms at your sides. So come up onto your forearms for me. Then we're going to go into our leg pull prone with rotation. Okay, again, if any time if it feels too much for you, please stay where you are at the moment, like this. Otherwise, you're going to shift up onto the soft part of your knees, or the next option, you're going to come up onto your toes and push back through the back of your legs. Now the rotation, if you're up on your forearms like this now, you're now going to drop down to one side and then push back. You drop down to the side and then you push back. And you're not looking through your legs, and you're stretching the back of your legs. So to one side and then you push back. To one side and then you push back. If you're still here, keep breathing into your back, into your sides. If you've lifted up, we're going to do another 10 more seconds, that's all. So wherever you are holding, keep it there. Or with that rotation, keep pulling in your deeper abdominals. Let's keep it going. Last 5 seconds. 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Sit back into your heels to stretch out through your lower back. Open your knees a little bit wider. And just hold that stretch. Tuck that tailbone underneath you. Right, bring your forearms down. Bring your legs back together. Come along the mat. Lift it up. And then arch. Arching, arching. And then lift your head, lift your tailbone. Pull your shoulders down. Round and tuck under. And again, glide your shoulders down, lift your head and tailbone, arching up. Then from here, we're going to come back to standing, so make sure your spine is in neutral. Walk your hands back towards your knees, tuck your toes underneath you, push those heels down, and just see where your stretch is as you hold everything down into the stretch. And then stack your spine slowly, gently, coming back up, bone by bone, standing tall. Let's finish off with 3 skis, so reach your arms out in front of you. You're going to do 3 skis, here we go. We're going to breathe in and out. And again, swing your arms and out. 1 more ski, breath in and out. And rest. Okay, well done everybody. That was a shorter session, but I hope you enjoyed it. Any comments down below, and make sure you subscribe. Also click on the bell. That's another thing I meant to say. Click on the bell so that will give you notifications when I'm doing more other videos. Have a great day. See you soon. Take care. Bye bye.